Welcome to the Money Watch Show with me, Jill Schlesinger. Mark, it's a new name. What do you think? How do you feel about it so far?
I got to get used to that. It sounds a little funny right now. It's very new. The Money Watch Show, the Money Watch Podcast. We'll see.
I don't know. I think it sounds sort of funny also, but this is the show that takes the mystery out of your financial life. The mystery may be why change the name. I liked Eye on Money. I got to be honest with you. I thought it was, fine. Let me just see here. I'm going to look at our copy that we put in here. Let's see. Welcome to the Money Watch Podcast. I'm your host, Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. I don't know, Mark. So it's coming full circle for me because remember, what was my very first job at CBS News? It was the editor at large at moneywatch.com. That was my first job. That was, what was that? That was April of 2009. So that was my beginning. So it's like coming up on my 15th anniversary. Wow. Now I'm at Money Watch, the podcast. It's odd. I think it might be an effort by the higher ups at Paramount Global to easily replace me. What do you think about this as the thesis? If you have Money Watch with, then anybody can be the with. It doesn't have to be me, Jill Schlesinger. Do you think that that's the impetus or not?
No, I don't think so. I think you're selling yourself short.
Oh, well, I mean, it's happened before. Anyway, it's the same exact show, guys. It's just a new name because somebody at Paramount Global thought that would be an important thing. I think it's because I really think they want consistency across all of the different silos of the organization where they do any sort of financial stuff. So what I mean by that is that, when I go on the CBS mornings, they'll say, in today's Money Watch, like that, I think they want to make as the brand. But we used to call it Eye on Money in the morning. I don't know. Someone higher up than I made this grand decision and we are executing it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It's the exact same show. So let's do it again. Welcome to the Money Watch Podcast with me, Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. I don't like to say that. It's too big. What's the most important part? Welcome to the Money Watch Pod. I'm Jill Schlesinger. So Mark's there. And hey, Mark, happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th. Also in our house called Amateur Hour. Guess what Jackie's doing today for Valentine's Day? You're going to love this.
What could Jackie possibly be doing? I don't know. Is she going somewhere for work? What is she doing?
Totally. She has a big business dinner and people were complaining that it was Valentine's Day. And the person who organized the dinner was sort of like, yeah, but it's the only time when everyone's in from out of town. So we have to do it tonight. It's very romantic, but I don't care. I'm feeling kind of relieved. I'll be having a Valentine's celebration with the girls. Are you going to cook something special for Valentine's Day? Is that part of what you do?
No, usually it's just, I always get flowers. And now that Theo's around, we'll get a card from Theo to Amanda.
All right. It's very nice. Oh, I got some sort of email here. I should forward this to you, Mark. It says the culinary pleasures of Phoenix. Are you ever going to go back to Phoenix?
Culinary pleasures of Phoenix. What do they have on there? Like Pizza Bianco? I haven't been to Phoenix in many, many years now. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be back.
It's a cool place. I dig it. All right. So if you've got a financial question, send us a note. By the way, a friend of mine from work from CBS did just forward me a screenshot of her 401k plan. Ready for the subject, Mark? I see red. Please fix.
Is this the person whose name starts with a T?
No. Amazingly, it is not. Although it could be. So anyway, if you've got a question about your 401k, here's the problem. It's so funny because I'm just looking at it and, I can't fix the fact that you have picked a portfolio that has $580,000 in stocks and $30,000 in a stable value fund. And you're wondering what has happened.
Do we know how old this person is? I'm just curious.
Yes, I do know. I would say maybe a little older than you. I would say 48. So it's like a 95% stock, 5% stable value. And part of the stock position is a holding in Paramount stock, which, is up recently, but is just a little bit frightening as a holding in general. Anyway, if you're wondering why your portfolio is down, it may just be that you have a ton of money in risky assets. And it may just be that you haven't looked at it in a while. And if you're freaked out and you're wondering what to do, we are delighted to help you out. All you need to do, if you want to come on the air with us, is go to our website, jillonmoney.com. jillonmoney.com. There is a button that says contact us. Click that button and we'll get you on the air. It's just so easy. Mark, have we just mastered this? Is there a queue in, with the people waiting to get on the air? What's the situation right now? If someone is about to hit the button and say, "Oh, they'll never pick me," what's the likelihood they get on the air? Are you feeling like we're getting through the requests?
Well, there is a queue, but we move through that queue. So if you have a little bit of patience and you just hang tight, it's not going to happen right away. But the goal is to get everybody that wants to come on the air is to get them on the air.
We want you on the air with us. So go to jillonmoney.com, click the contact us button. Don't forget to buy the book, The Great Money Reset. Listen, I got some of the numbers for the first couple of weeks and things are good. They're not great. So I don't know, you're all listening. I don't think you all bought a book. I don't even think like a tiny fraction of you have purchased the book. We know how many people download the podcast every time. Even like the first time this podcast comes out, we know how many people are actually downloading. Are you not purchasing the book? Are you punishing us for some reason? All I'm asking is for you to say, hey, this is a free podcast. And what would be a nice way to show our thanks? We're going to buy Jill's book. Is that a guilty kind of incentive right there? Well, let me say what you're going to get. For 20 or 25 bucks, you're going to get some fantastic ideas. I'll tell you what, the IRS chapter alone is worth 25 bucks. And it's probably worth more. So just go get it. The Great Money Reset, you can get it wherever you buy books or go to our website. Okay, today we are going to bring one of you on the air with us. It is Violet, who's on the air from New York. Now, Mark, what do you think of when you think of Violet?
What do I think? I think of a flower.
I think of the character Violet in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And it's Violet, you're turning violet. That's what I think of. I don't think you are turning violet. Let us know, Violet, how's your coloring right now, okay?
Yeah, I'm actually, warm and fuzzy. Got the electric blanket on, so.
Poor Violet's got a house full of sick people around her, so she's trying to just, cuddle up in a corner to chat with us. So what's going on? How can we help you out?
So, I'm, let's say, around 45 years old, and, I didn't have super great role models for parents. They were great parents, but they were always, trying to catch up with the finances. It was never like kind of a stable situation, let's say. But both my parents had great jobs, but my dad was in an accident. So he wasn't able to work for a huge chunk of his life. Yeah. So then the stability changes. So I never really got to learn about finances, and I did read books and I went to courses and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't think that's my forte. So I just need your help. I wish I could be your best friend forever.
You can be right now. The job is open. I'm interviewing people for best friend. So just don't worry. Buy her
book because it's amazing.
Oh, see that? Thank you, Violet. I appreciate that. It is worth it. I always think of it's so funny when people say well, why should I buy it? Can't I just get this information online? I'm like, what do you think? I'm so stupid to write a book that's just with everything online? No, it's a special packaging anyway. All right, Violet, you're 45.
Yeah.
And what's going on? Are you working?
I'm working. I'm the only person working in my household right now. My husband was working before but we moved to New York, and now he is kind of like stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad. And I work 3 to 4 days a week, sometimes 5. But my job, I'm in healthcare. So it's it's not a regular base salary. My salary fluctuates. So it's based on kind of at this point, the patients I see and the returns from the insurance. So I work for somebody. It's not my business. Mm-hmm. And so it's not a steady income. Every year, my income's different. I mean, I do make a significant amount of money depending on the year.
So let's just take last year as a typical year, as a year.
Okay.
2022, how much did you earn?
Close to $400,000.
You poor thing.
I know. That's why I'm saying last year was my best year. You picked the wrong year.
Now, give me the words. Well, what's a bad
Well,
year?
look what happened in 2020, right? So there was
Yeah.
nobody working, right? So
Okay, but that was a pandemic. So let's
okay.
go pre-pandemic. Give me like your
Average,
pre-pandemic.
let's say 250, and then like now at this new job, since I get it like some bonuses, it could be like 300.
So forgetting about last year, let's say 250 to 300.
Yeah.
Right. That way we don't have to count on that. But can you crank it up? Like if you wanted to make
Yes.
350, is it just a matter of working that extra day a week?
Yes.
Okay. And you could if you wanted to. It's not like they're saying only work 3 or 4 days a week.
They would love for me to work more, but like it's physically exhausting. So you and I have kids, like they want to see me, and they,
how dare they? How dare they want to see their mother? How old are your kids?
Them. They're 8 and 10 now.
Oh, that's still a time where you would want to see them. So that's
Exactly.
Good. Are they in public school or private school?
So that's the thing. I put them in public school thinking they're going to get an amazing education, but I'm not super happy. This is like and the private schools here are really expensive. They're like crazy amounts of money. Like I would say between $50,000 and $80,000 a year.
Not happening. So let's just take that off the table. Get ready. Have a little tutor action here, or get your husband to like tune up on whatever topic he needs. He does.
He does like, all the math and science, and teaches them a language because he's from Europe. So he knows, he speaks a different language. So Italian and French. Italian and Spanish. Yeah. So they're like trilingual.
Tell me about, all right. So public school, you're not happy, but we're not going to private school. That would be so stupid on your behalf. I would have to say, like, I will intervene. I'm going to lay across the tracks and say, no, you cannot do that. That would put yourselves in a lot of problems. So Violet, let's just pretend you're making $250,000 or $300,000. You're using a retirement plan?
So the job offers it, and they started last year, but it was like this weird situation where it was like, does this make sense? This obviously is going to make sense to you. Top heavy, where like not enough people contributed to the plan.
Yeah. And then have you put money in, then you have to take it out, and it's a pain in the ass.
Exactly. So I didn't contribute last year. And then this year I'm harassing HR to tell me if I'm allowed to contribute because I don't want to be in that situation, right?
Yeah, it is a pain. So but wait a second. So you're not a contractor, you're an employee.
Exactly. I'm a W-2 employee.
It almost would be better if you're not going to use their plan, it would almost be better not to be W-2, but you wouldn't get their other benefits.
Well, they won't let me not be a W-2 employee.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So what did you do with all this money? Did you spend it all? Like you live in a high cost of living area. So let's talk about you said you just moved to New York. So how much is your house worth?
Probably now, maybe like 800,000.
Wow. Okay.
But that's now. I didn't buy it at that. I'm super cheap. Okay. Super.
All right. It's okay. How much of a mortgage remains?
371,000.
What's the rate on the mortgage?
It's 2.875, and it's a 15-year.
Oh, okay.
I know. Don't be mad at me. That was my.
I'm not mad. It's just a bummer because like I need your cash flow. You're definitely not going to private school.
You haven't heard everything yet.
Not even happening. Is there? So you're going to stay there though? You have this 15-year mortgage. You're not moving anywhere, or what's the story for you guys?
I hate this weather. Did you not feel the weather recently? This is not fun.
It was one day. Are you from Florida or something?
No,
I'm not.
She's
not from India. Come on.
Brown people like the sun. What do you want me to tell you?
My God, you are too much. I mean, this is why you should. You know what, Mark? Now I see why you married a Chinese woman, a toughie.
Exactly.
She doesn't complain. Does Amanda ever complain about the weather?
No, never.
Never. I knew she didn't. She might complain about other things, but not about the weather. All right, Violet, do you really want to move? Is that a real thing that we should think about or not?
Yes.
Because I'm eyeing the equity in your home. Okay. So if you were to move, where would that be? South, somewhere warmer?
Yes.
Okay.
There's like a small percentage that it might be Europe. And this is where another question comes in. Can I take my money with me? And do I pay taxes? And how does that work?
Well,
and the retirement accounts.
It doesn't matter. You're a U.S. citizen, so you are a U.S. citizen, correct?
I am. He's a green card holder, but I'm a U.S. citizen.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're the wage earner. So your money is here domiciled in the United States of America, and you are not, it's not like, oh, I can just move it wherever I want. It doesn't work like that. But let me be more clear about this for a second. How much money do you have saved beyond this, beyond the equity that you have in your house? Tell me about the money you've squirreled away.
Okay. So do you want to know about the other like outstanding money that I owe? Like I have a car loan,
Oh,
a student loan.
Jesus. That's not what I want. I was thinking you were first generation, so you had no debt, but I was wrong. You failed me on that. Okay. Tell me about your other liabilities.
Okay, so the car loan is
Hmm.
1.9%, and there is 22,000 left on it.
Okay.
Student loan, it's is 77,000 left on it, and it's at 2.65.
Oh, well, that's good. That's cheap. None of that is eligible for forbearance, or is it?
Nothing.
Okay. Is it a private loan or is it a
No,
federal?
no, it's a federal loan, but it was so long ago that
Hmm.
nothing's eligible for anything.
Okay. What kind of car do you think she drives, Mark? Let's have a
Oh,
guess. I have a
yeah.
guess.
Please guess.
Are you going to guess a Tesla? What are you going to guess?
No, I'm going to guess a Range Rover.
Oh no, those are the worst cars. They break down so easily. They're
Okay. What do you got?
beautiful.
What do you got?
It's a simple Telluride, and I still have my Audi, the first car I ever bought, from in 2011.
Oh my God. All right. She's 45. You got this debt. You got the mortgage. You got the bust out husband who doesn't speaks a lot of languages and probably a great cook. He's probably very handsome. I've already like have a picture of him. Claims that I don't feel well. Can
No,
you go talk
and
to
he's
Jill by
really
yourself?
smart, and he's really
Okay,
smart.
he's smart. All right, all right. I'm sure he's also very cute. I just have this
Yes.
image of him in my mind. Mark, you know who he is in Emily in Paris? He's the owner of the restaurant. He's the cute guy.
The financial backer or the chef?
No, the chef.
Oh, Gabriel.
Yeah, he's Gabriel. That's in my mind what I've pictured. Okay, so that's it for your debt: the mortgage, the car loan, and the student loan. Right?
That's it.
Okay. Can you get to the asset side before I exhaust myself here?
There is about in my bank account right now, and don't freak out about this, please. But there's about like 160,000 there.
I'm not freaking out. Are you getting paid some interest on it, or did you
There's
move it
some
around?
interest. Yeah. And I'm thinking of putting some of it in a money market.
Okay, bank. What else you got?
And then I just have my Vanguard, my
A brokerage account?
yeah,
There's no retirement account anywhere.
this is it.
Okay. What's in the brokerage account? I want there to be 7 figures in here.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
2,368,000.
2,368,000.
That was today. It went down a lot.
Mark,
Then
did I call that?
6
Did I call
million?
that? I'm about to curse on this podcast,
No,
which I'm
don't
not
do
allowed to
that.
do.
It's
That's
only
amazing.
7.
It's amazing. I knew that. You see what I knew? Did I just say that before she said the number? I said, tell me it's 7 figures. And I knew it was. There was something that was missing in all of this that's delicious.
But
I
it's
love it.
not. I'm freaking out because
Why?
I don't literally know so I know I need a lot to retire. I want to retire soon in the next 10 years because I'm exhausted. I am literally, and I would love to do other things. I want to help the whole entire world and not just, I am helping my community, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work. Work is exhausting and living in New York is exhausting, for lack of a better way of saying it.
Yeah. Like you're in it. You are big time in it. All right. This is like the mega backdoor Roth. Like it's more than you can do in one bite. Yep. We are doing for our first 2 shows of the brand new Money Watch podcast. We are actually doing one person for 2 shows because it's just too much. So we will get back to Violet's situation on Thursday. For now, we just want to remind you that all of the fun stuff that we do on this program, as well as all of our other content, lives on our website, and that is jillonmoney.com. If you've got a question, all you need to do is click the Contact Us button, and then we'll get your note. It's very easy to do. While you're on the website, you can buy the new book, The Great Money Reset, and you can also sign up for our free weekly newsletter. So good. All right. The Money Watch program is a venture that Mark and I have created with the fine people at Paramount Global. Mark Talercio is the co-host and the executive producer. Karen Kranick is our web queen. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. We do like to remind you to do something nice for someone else today. We very much appreciate that you listen. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. We'll talk to you on Thursday.